On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. On first down, Donnelly able to find Willis. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce to about the 33-yard line. The Texans sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Off the play fake. Donnelly, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play...
Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Taken from just outside the 30. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. A man who is both a prep and collegiate star here in the Lone Star State, Devon Achane. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Texans.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a toss left for Achane. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
This 2nd and 4. To throw is Watson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You look at the defense for these Texans. And they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL. Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. On the toss, here's Achane. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Devon Achane, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. To throw on 2nd down. Donnelly completes it to Dixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 1.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field. On 1st and 10, Donnelly. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Give to Pierce now on the option. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
going for it with Pierce.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide, usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Donnelly. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Donnelly
To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
But he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 18
Looking to throw. Donnelly.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 15 on the year.
And the Texans have taken the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, Browns.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 1st and 10, Watson.
Right back to Njoku.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, Watson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing on first down, Donnelly. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Okuegbunam.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Donnelly
toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watson changing the play.
Quick throw completed by Watson. And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Watson. And this is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st down, Donnelly. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety rolling into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Donnelly working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
Got you, boy. Got you, boy.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On first down, back to Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Watson now to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Watson. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Next to score, Browns 17, Texans 14.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
They'll roll him out right. He'll get that complete to Alberto.
Touchdown, Houston. 62 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Now for the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Browns shaken up on the play. The Browns drive about to get started. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Running left, Achane. He'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the gun, here's Watson.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Watson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
No surprise to see a sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Now Watson, he's going to move him around. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Back to throw, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd down, here's Watson.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a pick up at 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down. And he'll get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 4th and 1. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play. And the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And now Watson throws another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And that one going to be slowed up before it could really get going. Good work defensively to read the trickery and make the stop.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have the Texans' 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And that pickup of a 1st down That's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And they're going to speed things up here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And at this stage, in the 4th, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV.
And Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Watson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV.
This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Here's Achane to start the drive.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Back to throw. Watson.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give left side. Here's Achane.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Achane on the counter. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Devon Achane with career touchdown number 70. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Browns 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
On 3rd and 2, Donnelly. That is caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Donnelly. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. But he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Watson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Mozzie Smith, he fought through to record the sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Completes to Njoku. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
And coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. How about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derek Stingley picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hand off right side to Pierce. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Ready up.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Check smash. Check smash.
Looking to throw. Donnelly. Throw caught there by Willis. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. His throw incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon,